At the moment the house lights go down, after a brief silence, the lights pop up and the music announces the start of the performance. Then, the musical introduces each character to the audience, allowing them to prepare to follow the story. Even an audience member who comes to the theatre without any prior knowledge of the performance can still get a rough understanding of the background and relationships about this world through the opening number. The opening sequence of the musical sets up the world, mood, tone, and setting of the show. The musical Hamilton, which tells the story of Alexander Hamilton, portrays his life from the beginnings to his arrival in America and to his death. The first character to appear on stage is Burr, the third Vice President of the United States. Burr speaks about Hamilton's background. Through his perspective of view to Hamilton, audience could figure out that he represents Hamilton's rival. The third character to appear after Burr and Lawrence is Jefferson, the third President of the United States. He served as a diplomat in France and was known for advocating friendly relations with the country. The rope on stage symbolizes Hamilton's immigrant background, and Jefferson also appears from the same side of the rope, focusing on his diplomatic ideologies. Hamilton then makes his entrance, walking from upstage center to downstage center, which is the most powerful spot on stage in terms of direction. His very first line is Alexander Hamilton, which is his name, directly informing the audience that this performance is about him. So that clearly indicates to the audience who they need to focus on during the next 2 hours of storytelling within these first 1 minute and 30 seconds of the show. To depict how Hamilton worked hard and studied voraciously to overcome his background, the director keeps him fixed in the center while the other characters move around him. This method not only portrays Hamilton's anxiety, but also ensures that the audience remains focused on him. When Hamilton has finally done on his work, the rope released by the ensemble, which has been tied from the beginning of the show, symbolizing his triumph over his past and his hope for a new life in New York. To make this transformation even clearer to the audience, Hamilton changes his coat on stage. A costume change, especially one that occurs on stage, is a common and effective technique in theatre to signify that a character is shedding their past and moving towards something new. After changing his coat, Hamilton, who has remained on the ground until this point, ascends the stairs, passing by many ensemble members. This blocking hints at the fact that Hamilton will soon become a leader, gets to a higher position of power. As he reaches the highest point on stage, all the cast members turn their gaze towards him, encouraging the audience to follow their gaze and focus on Hamilton at the top. When the line, "America forgot him," is spoken, Hamilton momentarily exits the stage, and Burr, who stands in opposition to him, takes his place in the center. This not only establishes Burr as Hamilton's rival, but also reinforces the fact that Burr was the man who ultimately killed him.
I'm the damn fool that shot it.
At the end of this sequence, Hamilton reappears in the center of the stage, once again declaring his name Alexander Hamilton, signifying the start of his story. This musical is a historical drama, and with so many characters involved, there is always the risk that the audience might lose interest and feel disconnected. However, the opening sequence firmly establishes who Hamilton is, the life he has led, and what is to come, using various theatrical techniques to ensure the audience remains captivated. If you'd like to see more behind-the-scenes stories of musicals and various performances, please subscribe, like, and turn on notifications. This was Broadway Korea,